your dating apps. I don't use dating apps, and I'll tell you why.
Let's go to a singles event.
Starting to think men were created to be with men.
This Saturday, October 15th, I'm going to an event and I want y'all to come with me.
I'm so done out here.
The time has come, fellas. We've got a pandemic on our hands.
Go on dates. Go on as many dates as you possibly can.
You're single, you live in Chicago, and you're tired of the dating apps, watch this video.
I've been single for 12 years. I've had situationships, I've had flings, but I've never had
Literally every single guy was 5'6" or under, and there was not one cute guy.
They're even picky at picking guys and then wonder why they're single.
Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
I'm going to another singles event, and this is my outfit. The skirt is 7 for All Mankind. The top is House of Harlow. The bow is Amazon. The little bow socks are Amazon. The boots are from Nordstrom Rack. And the dog is from The Pound.
I am going speed dating in 3 hours, simply so that I have stories to distract my therapist with this week, so that we don't talk about the crumbling demise that is my brain. So, hot tip. I'm gonna go shower now. Okay, bye.
I made out with a 27-year-old. And he wasn't even part of speed dating. What?
I mean, are we going to singles events for marriage or ... something else entirely? Because if these women are just there to scout out who isn't their type and take videos of short guys, like, seriously, what's the end goal here? Look, the whole point of these events is to get to know each other, right? Not to swipe left in real life. It's like they're showing up with dating app rules and wondering why it's not working.
Get unready with me while I tell you about my experience speed dating in New York City. First of all, I was going in with low standards anyways because I'm already so picky on the dating apps. I knew I didn't have much luck. If you're wondering why I'm getting unready in the morning, it's because last night I slept in my makeup. I know. And this morning I'm going to a skincare influencer event. They told us to come with all makeup off, so you know these influencers were all about to be humbled in a bare face. Just kidding. You know we're all beautiful with and without makeup, period. So anyways, I get there and I can pretty much make friends with a wall. So I immediately walk up to 2 girls and we're like, this selection? Literally every single guy was 5'6" or under, and there was not one cute guy. I tried to get a little clip for y'all. Honestly, I did enjoy socializing with people, although I did leave early, which was kind of rude because there was an even amount of people, but I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I was like, this is draining my energy. I have to protect myself. Protect your energy, sisters. Let me just tell y'all, I am in my dating phase, so there will be more stories to come, but will it be at this speed dating event? No!
So, let me get this straight. Women are out here at singles events, openly critiquing men based on looks and height ... and then they wonder why the guys aren't lining up at the door? It's like, come on. The moment you pull out your phone to make fun of someone's appearance, you're basically waving goodbye to genuine connection. No wonder men are ghosting these events. And let's talk about this so-called dating phase. It's for the leftovers. The ones just swiping left and right for fun? I mean, who really wants to be part of that? It's more like a dating buffet where no one wants to finish their meal.
And here's the update. I did not meet my husband. Honestly, I feel like the event was pretty poorly organized. Like, everyone was kind of just in a room and I don't know, there was just like no natural mingling going on. There was also no music. The drink situation was also kind of just like pre-made pictures of margaritas. Another thing, but this one I kind of expected, there were just so many more women than men. Like, it is New York City, and it's also a ticketed dating event, so I feel like that kind of lends itself to being more female-heavy. Also, everyone just seemed really young, and from talking to a couple of the guys, they were definitely, like, slightly younger than me. I'm 28, they were, like, 27, I think, which, I know, it's, like, kind of the same age, but I feel like historically, I've only dated people that are older than me, so...
Let's talk about singles events. Honestly, is there a worse place to find a husband? I mean, seriously, if you're looking for Mr. Right, this might just be Mr. Wrong's waiting room. And can we talk about why there are so few men at these events? Most guys are out here thinking it's a total waste of time. They know the deal. Some women are just looking for an ego boost, swiping right on attention instead of love. Like, who wants to be part of that? You've got women there acting like it's a game and guys just trying to figure out if they should even bother. It's like bringing a salad to a barbecue. No one wants that.
I have to laugh. I'm sorry. This is so ridiculous.
10, but he's short.
A 1.
7. He's like a 6.
He's a 6.
I go with a 5. 3.
You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Listen, I'm not shaming people for their looks, but I am, though.
A single mixer and only women showed up.
And it was in Atlanta.
Are men
Oh,
tired?
God.
Can we finish the question? Can't even get done talking here. Are men tired of y'all shit?
I mean, we're going to let the men start first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, you tired of our shit?
Men are.
The single mixer they're talking about is this one right here, where it was a bunch of women and no man. Going to the single mixer just to buy them drinks. Strong independent, don't need a man, message is working.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
If you want to know a secret, I am literally wearing lingerie to a singles event on Christmas. I promise you, once I style it, she will not look like a lingerie dress. You will see. I'll be right back. Okay, she's ready. She's giving. We got the boots and yeah, red. Literally crying because I have the worst dating luck. Okay, I've calmed down now. Story time. This is why I have the worst luck with boys. So last week I went to a singles event. I had such low expectations, went in like, I'm just here to vibe. I end up meeting this boy. To describe him, he's like surfer boy, TikTok, aesthetic vibes. This guy was into me and I was like, why is this guy into me? Like, does he know who he's talking to? But guys like that are really never into me. So I was just like, you know what? Maybe I should have higher expectations for myself. Like, surfer boys can like girls like me. At this event, one of his friends was trying to convince me to buy comedy tickets to his show. And this surfer man's bought me a ticket to go with him, which was supposed to be this weekend. We've been texting, we FaceTime this weekend, which was his idea. Today he ends up texting me, look, I ended up meeting someone a few weeks before I met you, and I want to give my full attention to you, but I can't right now. And I don't mind dating multiple people at once. I just don't know why he wants to close the door with me when he just met this other girl like 2 weeks before me. When you think it's finally your time, everything is clicking, it's not. What I've learned from this, though, is that I should have higher standards for myself. I can be with a surfer man if I want to be with a surfer man.
Let's get real about singles events for a second. These are not the places for people who want to date seriously. The vibe is more like a mix of the broken-hearted and those who are just desperate for a relationship. You know the type people there with multiple options, swiping left and right on potential partners like it's a buffet. Take this woman, for example, or the guy playing games with her. It's like watching a bad reality show unfold in real life. Honestly, it's a total waste of time and money. Why invest in someone who's also keeping their options open? It's just a joke.
Starting to think men were created to be with men.
What the hell are you talking about?
Because all they want to do is be with their homeboys. Take trips with the boys, go shop with the boys, go eat with the boys. Let your girl ask you to do nothing. All of a sudden, you stressed, you tired, but you happy with the boys.
Let's talk about something we all know but don't always say out loud sometimes. Being with certain women can be, well, stressful. I mean, picture this: a man comes home after a long day and instead of relaxation, he's stepping into a battlefield with his partner. No one wants that. Sometimes hanging out with the boys is just a breath of fresh air. And let's be real, the boys aren't going to stress him out. They just want to have a good time. That doesn't mean men are meant for men, though. Everyone deserves their downtime, their space to unwind.
I literally cannot believe that we have to set a date and time to go sit at a little table and decide if we want to each other or not.
Because online dating is an absolute dumpster fire mess, I decided last week to go to a speed dating event. Every person was really nice, easy to talk to, and I had a lot of fun. But honestly, I didn't really feel a big spark or romantic connection with any of the guys. Basically, they give you a scorecard and you check yes or no next to everyone's name and then hand it in to the event organizers at the end of the night. And if you both check yes, you'll be emailed with each other's contact info. I did check yes for a couple of guys, but I did not match with anybody.
So, there's this woman who went to a singles event, right? And shocker, no one picked her to be their date. Cue the fury. Instead of taking a moment to reflect, she comes up with this new motto to make herself feel better. Classic move.
So my new motto for all things dating is I don't chase, I attract, and what I seek is also seeking me.
What did you expect?
I went to a speeding event last night with my friend just for fun, and honestly, it was the most horribly painful experience ever. The most attractive guy there, in my opinion, was wearing slides and looked like he just came back from the beach where he spent the day with his boys. Like, that's how he was dressed. And then when I first walked in, I saw a guy wearing a top hat. And I'm not going to lie, I was dreading having a conversation with him. But that turned out to be my most interesting conversation. Like, that was the conversation I enjoyed the most. And I left halfway through, so I didn't even talk to, like, all of them. But that was absolutely horrible, and I will never be going again.
Go on dates. Go on as many dates as you possibly can. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you don't like. Have the awkward small talk and the strange conversations and the terrible first dates and the even worse second dates. Put yourself in those experiences because it will help you fundamentally grow as a person so much. You will learn so much about yourself by putting yourself out there in dates and in comfortable situations. And if it sucks, who cares? It's an experience and you don't have to go out with that person again. But you have to get comfortable putting yourself out there because dating is an uncomfortable thing. And the only way to get comfortable doing it is by doing it.
All right, folks, let's talk about this trend of dating without intention. Seriously, when did going on multiple dates become a sport? It's like people are trying to collect dates instead of actually getting to know someone. Let's be real, going on endless dates can leave you broke and exhausted. You're not just spending money on dinners, you're investing time and energy into something that probably isn't going anywhere.
And I listen. If you're tired of the dating apps and actually want to meet someone in person, listen up. It's the end of the summer, and you know what that means. It's almost cuffing season. Lizzie of Lower Marion Foodie and I are hosting the singles event to close out the summer. It's time for you and all of your besties to find someone to cuddle up with as the weather starts to get cooler. Send this to your group chat, send it to your friends, send it to people on Tinder. If you're serious about finding a partner, I better see you and all of your besties there.
All right, this is beyond embarrassing, but help me pick out which singles event to go to for Valentine's Day. I've just not been dating. I haven't been really putting myself out there, and I need some sort of accountability to get me out there dating again. I've been single for 12 years. I've had situationships, I've had flings, but I've never had a committed relationship. And it's something that I definitely want, so I need to kickstart my dating life because it has been the Sahara Desert. Out here, it has been 0 dates in a really long time. So I want to put myself out there and have you kind of tell me that I need to do this because I have been sitting on the bench and not.
Wow. Talk about a walking red flag. This woman's been single for 12 years, bouncing between situationships and casual flings. Now she suddenly wants a serious relationship? Let's break this down. She spent over a decade living in her hot girl era, chasing thrills and getting involved with multiple people. Now, she's out here claiming she's ready to settle down. But here's the thing, women like this often come with a lot of baggage trauma, trust issues, and unrealistic expectations. A woman who's been through all that may struggle to be a supportive partner. Instead of building a solid foundation, she might bring a heap of drama into the relationship. It's not about judging her past, but let's be honest, those years of casual hookups don't magically prepare you for a committed relationship.
I'm with you guys.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I've had enough, and I would like you to leave now, please.
Okay.
Yep, get on out. I deleted my Hinge in August, and I have been so happy without it. Let me tell you, that app just makes me feel like shit about myself. Dating apps used to work for me in the past, but I don't know if it's just that I'm getting older. Meeting someone in the wild is so much better because when you meet in the wild, you have that confirmed attraction to each other, that confirmed interest. Whereas if I go on a Hinge date, the guy might not be attracted to me. He might not like my voice. He might think I'm weird. But if they meet you in person and ask for your number, you're like, okay, word. Like, I don't know if I'll ever go back to Hinge, but it was fun while it lasted.
Single events where singles go to meet other people are the worst because that's pretty much just the leftovers and the completely hopeless people that have zero values and zero standards, you know. They just go there in hope that they find someone that they can date. You know, single groups, single Facebook groups, single markets, dating apps, like all of these things are where these singles with no standards go to and never get anything. That's the worst place to meet high quality women.
Like I said before, these singles events are not for people who want real relationships. The quality people you usually meet at those events aren't there for the right reasons. They already have enough problem on their own and are looking to add on to yours. Don't even waste your time. The truth is, many of the people you meet at these events are there for the wrong reasons. They might be broken, desperate, or just looking for a quick ego boost. It's not about finding love, it's about filling a void or having fun for a night.
I'm single and 28, and when I moved to New York, I decided to start going to things like speed dating events, single meetups, and here's the thing, you have to set the expectation low for these types of events, right? You can't go in thinking, I'm gonna meet my husband tonight. If anything, it's a great way to try something new, get out of your comfort zone, and also just stretch the muscle of talking to potential partners.
I've determined the worst part of being single. It's not feeling lonely, it's not missing the person, it's wanting intimacy. Like, I just want to be held. And not by some random Chad from the bar. Like, you know the feeling of being held by someone that you love and trust?
So I'm talking to this guy that I met on a dating app. He's about 40 years old, never married, never had kids. He does the lighting for weddings. I love weddings. I think weddings are beautiful. So I'm like gushing over his job, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you must have so many great ideas for your own wedding when you're ready to be married. You must have seen some really cool things after attending so many weddings. And I said, tell me some cool things, like what you would want to incorporate in your wedding, like different lights or different, just like I wanted to know. He responds with, I'm having an airtight prenup. Excuse me, sir, are you rich? That's exactly what I texted him back. I said, are you rich? He's like, haha, it was a joke. That was a really bad joke. I just started talking to you, 1, and 2, you're talking about a prenup when you probably make way less than me? Like, sir, get your life.
So I just came across this clip, and honestly, the audacity of this woman is off the charts. The guy was talking about the 70% divorce rate and mentioned prenups. It's a joke, sure, but also a real concern in today's world. You have to consider the context. She asked him about his wedding ideas, and when he gave an honest response, suddenly it's a red flag. Seriously? If you're gonna put a guy on blast for sharing his views, maybe you're the one with the problem. Here's the reality: divorce rates are skyrocketing, and a prenup isn't just some fancy legal document, it's a practical step for protecting yourself. This woman in her comments has something to say. She said, but you asked him about his wedding and you're mad because he gave you a response, this makes no sense. And she responded, I didn't like his response, period.
Let's talk about why I never paid on the first 3 dates with a man. Now, I know I'm gonna get some heat for this, and I can already hear the haters now saying, that's sexist, women and men are equal now, it's empowering for a woman to pay for her share of the date. Now, you know what's empowering? Knowing my worth, and if a man doesn't think I'm worth a $10 cocktail or a nice dinner out, he is not my man. And this is not about the fact that I couldn't take myself out for a $10 cocktail or a nice dinner, because ladies, you can make your own cash monies, pay for your own ish, be a boss babe at work, and still have a man pay for you on a date, because chivalry is just not. Look, I am here for all the feminism and women empowerment, but let me just say this. I will not let a man use feminism as an excuse to be cheap and lazy, because men who are cheap with their money are cheap with their time, their emotions, and their willingness to give to you on a much bigger level than just their wallet. Ladies, you gotta really ask yourself if you're reaching for your wallet on the first 3 dates because you feel like it empowers you, or if you're reaching for your wallet because you feel guilty and deep down inside you don't feel like you're worth a man taking you out. And here's what I'm trying to tell you. You are worth it and so much more. You are worth that open bar tab. You are worth that 5-star restaurant. You are worth those front row seats. So here's what I would do on the first 3 dates with a man when the bill came out. I would stare right at him, not even pretending to flinch from my wallet, because honey, I know my worth, and if he doesn't, well then at least I got a free dinner out of it.
Here are comments also: the man is worth a woman taking him out. I don't understand these double standards. Why is he lazy and cheap if he doesn't pay, but I am not? No, I disagree on the first few dates. It should be split 50/50. This way you can tell if the girl isn't using you for a free meal if she has to pay them. I never pay ever, and if I ever do, I've lost all respect for him. If she doesn't reciprocate the gestures, or at least offer to pay for a date now and then, it's time to reconsider the relationship. Seriously. These types of girls are often just looking to take. They expect you to pick up the tab every time while they sit back and enjoy the free meal. It's all fun and games until you realize they only want equality when it benefits them. I don't pay for any, me attending is paying enough for that date: hair, makeup, nails, outfit, lashes. Yeah, never. Not a single man cares about the fake things you add to your body, lady, no disrespect.